Okay, here we go now. The next entry in the HAMMERFALL Grifball Court contest between Forge Hub and Grifball Hub is The Great Journey by Ryouji Gunblade. I know that's not how you pronounce it, but I've given up trying to pronounce some gamer tags. So this is the called The Great Journey. This is the penultimate play space in the Halo 3 campaign. And I haven't looked at this yet, but I know what's coming. So for dramatic effect, there you go. Ain't that a beaut? And I hope to be seeing this. I don't know if it's a prefab or if he built it specifically for this, but I can think of some other maps that might fit in. So let's have a look. This is a, as I say, Grifball Court set in the final Wraith battle area, in the final mission of Halo 2. And it seems to be... Yeah, he has used terrain pieces on this. This isn't the beaches. Oh, I see. Okay, here we go. Okay, so what am I looking for? I usually start at the top and work my way down. He's obviously used the... let me just grab this and see the position. He used the... I'm not sure if he used the template. I can't tell because it's just a little bit off, but probably did. I think he's used the template and prefab system for Grifball. So all that means is I know I don't have to adjust these. Although these spawns look like they're floating, that's a really easy fix. You just do a select all. Hold on a sec. First of all, right. Okay, I just had to make sure he had the right spawns in it. He does. Okay, that's good. Really simple. You just do a select all on the respawns. Select all of should be 12. Make sure they're all phased. Get the position, and you bring them down until they go into the ground like that, and then up 1 or up 2. I would say in this case, you see it's still just a little bit submerged under here, so just bring it up another unit. There you go. So that's the proper height. You see that's the height it was, that's the height it should be. So same deal with these, select all of, and bring them down to the same height. There you go. That just means that you spawn on the ground rather than sometimes if the spawn's too high, you just plop down a bit before you move, and or you pop out of the ground before you move. This just ensures that you hit the floor running, so to speak. Okay, he's done some yeah, as I said, I don't have to worry about containment. He's got a hybrid system where there is a wall hop on the ends, but there's no wall hop. The sides are open. I'm okay with that. The main thing is that you delineate exactly where the wall is. So players, like as I said before many times, as Grifball players expect invisible walls, so that's not a problem. But you have to definitely delineate where it is. You have to make sure that the players understand that this is the wall. And in the case of this is what this kind of looks like. Is it looks like it to a Grifball player, it would look like it's a wall hop ledge, but it's buried in sand. So I'm okay with that, as long as I say, as long as you, I mean, this doesn't quite delineate it as much as I'd like, but you know, that's okay. The main thing is that Grifball players always know where the walls are, and as long as you can see that, see when you move away from it, it kind of disappears because it's going down a hill there. So from this point of view, they really can't see where that is. So maybe raise it up like 1 unit. Then again, I know you like to have the look of it going into the sand like that because that's a really sweet look. Maybe just pick a slightly darker color so it's, yeah, then again it won't look natural because like this is in shadow and that's in light. I'm kind of 50-50 on this. You can see it, you just can't see it from over here. See, that's the only problem I have, is that when you get over here, they have no idea where the actual wall is. Yeah, that's okay. You know what? I'd say for the needs of this contest, that's fine. Or let's call it borderline. It's if it was any lower or any harder to see, I'd say fix it. But we'll say this is okay. I just want to go and have a quick look at the other one. See, I don't see the other one till right now, so I'm at like almost just past half court. But same deal. Yeah, you know what? That's okay. That's okay. I'll take back everything I said about it. That's fine. It does delineate the sides, which is important. So yeah, that's fine. So we're gonna check the next thing. Obviously, anyone can get up on here, but I do see something right now that's a problem. Or is it? Yeah, there we go. You cannot clamber on the end wall. Okay, that's a definite no-no. Because it takes away control from the runner when they're trying to do a wall hop. It takes away control from them. Runners like to do a double hop. They like to hop, hop. And that's how they get their most height, the most height. But in this case, they're going to go to hop and they clamber and it's like, oh, where's my second jump? And it shuts them down. So that needs to be fixed. And there's two ways to fix it, and they're both simple. One, you just grab the wall and move it back to about there. To about there. And see, no more clambering. Okay? And the other thing you can do is grab the wall and bring it in. So either way works fine. Whichever way you want to do it. I'm splashing. I know, that's just a forge thing. It should be okay in game. So that's really, really simple fix. I think that may be all this court needs. I'm going to look at the other fine details in a second, but for now, just either move this wall back or move the invisible blocker in just to prevent clambering on the end walls. Both sides, obviously. Your court seems to be flat and level, which is good. It runs down a little bit on the sides, but that's okay because that doesn't give either side an advantage. So there's no problem with that whatsoever. And a bit of a hill here, but that's not a problem. You're nice and smooth. There's no jarring bumps where your terrain hits your invisible blocker. So that's important, and that's perfectly fine. So good, good, good. And I know you've been building lots of Grifball courts and you know what you're doing. So that also helps. I looked at most of your other, or all of your other courts, so it helps in your favor as far as I'm concerned, because that just shows to me that you know what you're doing, and some of the things that other mistakes that other forgers make Grifball courts have made, you've already made them, you fixed them, you know what to do. So that's the only real technical concern I see, is that. Obviously no perches, no ledges, standard size. Oh, what sound is this? Let's crank that. Just wind. Excellent. They should hear wind when they're up here, I suppose, and they do get up here. So I think that's going to be one of my quickest reviews yet, because it's so simple and uses the template prefab, so I don't have to like go around measuring spawns. I know they all work. Oh, let me just make sure you've yeah, there you go. The spawn order is 0, so you're paying attention, obviously. So yeah, that's it. move your walls back or move your invisible blockers in. I'd suggest moving the walls back. It's up to you, either way you want to do it. And that's a go. You make those changes. Make a note in the original map post, and I will see it. And here, oh yes, something else I should mention: if you make changes to your map, and you go notice that I've liked your map post, that doesn't mean I like your map. That means I've acknowledged that you've made changes to your map. So if you look at your map post and you see it was liked by me, that means that I read that you made changes, and that's my acknowledgement to you. You can look on the Trello board too; it'll be on there. But that's just my acknowledgement to you that I've noted that you've made changes, and I've queued your map up to a review. Once I've done all the reviews, I'm going to start going through them again and reviewing all the ones that have been updated to make sure all the changes have been made. And we're gonna keep doing it until they're all perfect. Simple as that. So any builders that are deciding to build a map, always keep an eye out for the videos in this playlist and the Trello board, and make sure that you've seen my notes and make sure that you fix them, because they are absolutely necessary for your map to go to the next level. They must be technically perfect, or able to play Grifball without any problems. That's the main thing, up to Grifball standards. And as you've noted, Grifball standards does not mean square. It does not mean that you have to use the templates. It just means you must be able to play, or sorry, if a Grifball player enters your map, he must expect to be able to play a game of Grifball on it. That's basically what it boils down to. The technical side of it means that you can play without the map getting in the way of the game tape. That's the other side of it. Your map must not interfere with gameplay or take away from the gameplay experience. Like, if you had a kill volume in the middle of your map, that would take away from the gameplay experience. I think you get what I mean there. Anyhow, excellent map, technically. So make those changes, note those changes. I'll go back and look at it, and by looking at it, I mean I'm going to open it up, run down the wall, try a few wall hops, and then this will move up to contest. This will move into the judging round. All right. Thanks for watching this. I'm going to be doing... what's next? Water is next. So keep an eye out for that.